Hello and welcome back to another episode of King Arthur Legion 9. My name is Syken. This is the blind playthrough on the hardest difficulty. We are going in to get Nerva's revenge, or rather prevent that from happening. Plutonus Nerva has disappeared, and we had our disagreements in the past, but now he all out backstabs us. The Flamina tells me that Nerva succeeded recreating the spell that summons the magical flame that the knights call Balefire. Balefire shines bright through the fog and hides the island and will show the Legion of Emperor Sula where to go. We can't let Nerva let the undead in and conquer Avalon. We must follow him to the location of the ritual and stop him before he could ignite the magical light. And we're fighting against the Romans this time. We're getting a few extra... You know what, let's just go. We're getting a few extra bits and in building materials, but that's okay. We don't have the law to pass for getting more anyways. Let's just jump into it. And it is crazy that he actually betrayed us, but it is okay on the other hand.
Gaius Julius, you chose the people of Nova Roma and life over death and demonic existence. You are my kin and my friend, and I am proud of you.
So I have decided and I'm ready to defend
The
our
Round
values.
Table just informed me that Septimus Sulla, your former general, has arrived to Avalon. The knights are fighting his legion as we talk.
Alright, I doubt they're powerful enough to win though.
Do not underestimate the Round Table. They are the heroes of Avalon, and rightly so.
Alright, whoever wins the battle, Nova Roma will be ours and we will
The
protect
demon
it.
priest is heading this way with a whole centuria of the 9th Legion. Camelot promised us reinforcements, but they have not arrived yet.
But I'm here to protect the city from Plutinus Nerva. Oh nice, we're fighting together with Camelot. Do I get
The Flamen of
a
Orcus
knight?
has arrived. His warriors broke down the gate, and his centuria is swarming the city. The town guards can't hold them any longer.
We can't waste any more time. Follow my lead.
Well, Plutinus, this is not going to
We
go
must
well
hurry.
for you.
The town guards will not last long.
So, I was about to say he was the weakest of all of our characters to begin with,
I
and
never
the
liked Plutinus
least
Nerva.
likable.
That Flamen is exactly like my former commander, who tried to have you assassinated.
Soldiers, you may set camp there.
Good, we're using it on Gavius Messala to have that second damage threat. Not putting all of our eggs in one basket. All right, here we go. We are giving Octavius indeed the fire shield. And then a little bit of that. And we can't burn them. Octavius charges in. Let's save at least a few AP, shall we? Easy pickings, we're not using the invocation of Mars yet. Few barricades. a few traps, and we're saving 3 AP. I like that.
Behold the Maiden of Death.
Stands here. That gives everybody that extra armor. And we're buffing our backline. Good. Good. Our birds are flying in. Are these guys tauntable? Yes, they are. Fantastic. Taunt. As many as we can. Very good. Cool. So. Let's jump into the back line. Right there. That's the first hit. That's the second one. That's the third one. Oh yeah, we're getting somewhere. Fantastic. Gavius Missala. More like Gavius the Messiah. Goes in and we are going ham.
This is gonna hurt a bit.
I love this type of team that we're currently running. Unfortunately, couldn't really get to the back line. It is what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just a friendly bout, till they are dead.
Good, this will be another attack of opportunity. And we should be good. There's the attack. Our front line retaliates so much damage. Very nice. Good, let's pick up all of that sweet, sweet soul juice. And I think that was a commanding victory, the first one. And see, once Plutonius Nerver is no longer there, we're not losing any hit points. It's a big surprise, eh? This into Firebirds, into a bit of a distraction.
Ready.
You're moving there. We just move here. Let's test the waters a bit. Oops. Do this and that. And just in case if someone comes, we're okay. We're moving in with Octavius. This is a perfect position where everybody gets a little bit extra armor, and we're good. Is this Plutinius Nerva? No. He looks like a caster though. Good. We're going to do more knockback in the future because I really like that skill. It deals a lot of damage. Good. That's a kill. That's a kill. That's a kill. And then we do have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 combo. Followed by going into the back line and hitting him. End turn.
Thank you for saving me. To me, soldier. Get back to the gate and hold it at all costs.
Very good. Look, so far, easy pickings. We got what we came for. A big, massive battle. I assume Plutinus Nerva is down there. Or we're fighting him right here. Or what? That is Percival,
I
right?
fear he might have been the reinforcement sent from Camelot.
What an impressive ally. He didn't get very far.
Who's that? Is that a joke that Percival just died? Yeah, it looks like either the White Knight or Percival. Man, why does the game need to mock the knights? This is kind of a design decision that I always miss. Like, you can appreciate your predecessor, even if you have done the game yourself. There is no need to mock the knights. I actually like the storytelling. So, having said that, if they mock the knights just like that, they look like idiots. It's a bit like making a movie, and I don't know if you guys have ever noticed it, but there are a couple of movies where, for instance, the police is just blatantly incompetent, and they are hard to watch because you're always asking yourself, how is the world functioning where the police would be in reality that incompetent? Anyways, I digress. Good. How about this? And then we're saving 5 AP. And next turn we're teleporting in. Our champion is really hitting home every second turn, and then he needs a turn rest. But his damage is good. I will give him that. Do a bit of this. Hit all of them in melee. Good, and now we can see how good his damage really is, right? Oh, they are very well shielded. Nah, we're doing something along the lines of this here. Kill into...
Now
Kill.
you die.
Into... Still not.
For the 9th
Kill.
Legion.
And that was... good. Thanks to Ghost Form, no attacks of opportunity. We're just chilling over here.
No need to be afraid.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, for Laurentius, it's a bit of a bummer. He's kind of trapped behind this massive front line. He works best in open fields where he stands in the middle and just hits all of them. This is most certainly not his favorite terrain.
More land.
Quite easy battles,
Our enemies
actually.
have found their way into the city. They are behind us. I've heard that Plutonius Nerva was also there.
Fantastic.
I'm glad, honestly. I must deal with Nerva once and for all.
Good, more
By the 7
invaders.
hills.
We're going to get them down. So far, by the way, 0 health lost. This reminds me more of a party that I would like to play. If I have had the choice to just select characters.
I want to know, Centurion. Why did you stand with me against Sulla?
Emperor Sulla appointed you as my commander. He ordered me to help you in everything.
Is that really all?
Maybe that's all. Maybe there is some more. Does it change anything?
So as I was saying, if I would have chosen a character to just sit out, it would potentially be in him. He had the least amount of damage. He had one trick, which was basically chain into death hex. And whilst that is neat, it A, grows old very fast, and B, just really doesn't cut it. I think they would definitely need to redesign him. The whole necrosis thing, in my perspective, is dysfunctional in a true sense, like in a true sense of the meaning. It does not work. And I think they would have been way better off letting him be a bit more of a crowd controller. Here's the thing, if you deal with a character, right, then you would need to ask yourself, what is the purpose, the job of that character? And for Petunia's Nerva, I was never really sure what that identity was. I think the necrosis, the idea of having something like necrosis, where you're basically introducing a new concept, is neat. I would give them that. It is something. But in order to introduce such a concept, I would have expected that the concept then also has merits, grounds to stand on, and isn't just straight up bad. The problem with necrosis is it is a increasing damage over time effect, which means it becomes really good once the fight is de facto already won. And then he has 2 passive talents that just revolve around necrosis, with a lot of updates, faster here, faster there, necrosis does this and that, but none of it is really helpful. The little armor penetration, like 1 armor, is really whatever. And it's not lasting for long enough. So that's to begin with the core of the issue. Then the second problem with the character is, other than the one combination that I mentioned, his skills are just bad. They are not good. He has a AP steal, which again would be great if you had something super meaningful on him, which he does not. So he's stealing AP for what reason? Oh, oops, that was not what I wanted to do. He's stealing AP for what reason exactly? And then the answer is, well, to get it for himself. But then you ask, do you really want AP on him? And the answer is no, because he's not doing anything meaningful with it. Then he had a skill, and the only reason why you would want to do the AP one to begin with is because you could basically give someone armor. But then why not make a skill that just buffs the armor of a single character? His damage with his main attack also wasn't really good. It was all like based around that whole necrosis spam, and I don't think that has really worked. So low damage, then a lot of stuff that increases low damage to very mediocre damage. 0 crowd control, which typically is the strong suit of all of the Arcanist classes, and that's really something that rubbed me the wrong way. If you're playing an Arcanist or bring it to the team, then you would expect that guy is at least competently supporting you
Deeds,
with crowd control.
Not words.
But he was not doing that at all. 0 crowd control. And I wouldn't be able to name a single Arcanist, not a single one of the base game, that was as bad as he was. Let that sink in. None of the Arcanists was nearly as bad as he was. And I think that's a really big issue. If you're the by far worst character in the Arcanist, to be fair though, Arcanists in the King Arthur game were incredibly busted.
Just look the other way.
And very, very strong. And I think they just wanted to tone that down a little bit. Okay, I get it. But you can do that without disrupting the identity of the class.
Raise the Aquila higher.
If he had a couple of skills that also comboed well with others, I think you could make him work. But he had 0 skills that comboed with anything. Galvius Messer is a beast. Wow.
Oh, we just want to steal your souls.
And I found
rooting for
builds
you.
with literally every single character. I like the spear wielding debuffing style. The Firecaster is excellent. It takes a bit to get going.
We are in trouble. The Legion has reached the Forum. I've heard that the Flamen is also there.
We got
He is threatening the sacred flame.
We got another
Hurry
damage
up,
dealer
please.
with the champion.
Nova Roma
He
is
worked very
lost
well, as you
without
have
Vestus
seen.
fire.
What the?
Main character works incredibly well. So all of the characters that we're having, I found a build that works well. The tank actually tanks
An offering
super
must
well.
be made to Lupercus.
But Martinez Nerva, no such thing. Rebuilt him multiple times. Even tried that kind of mental support build, but then there's not enough spells that the enemies are casting. The core of this game is really all about how can you manage the vitality
Reward
damage that you are
justifies the
receiving.
deed.
And if you can manage that well, then this becomes easier and easier. And Plutinius, I suppose, didn't contribute to that at all. But now let's focus on getting him down.
Gaius Julius Mento, you have been sentenced to death for treason by the great Septimus Sulla himself. I have been waiting for this moment for a long time.
It is you, Plutinius Nerva, who betrayed Rome, not me.
Rome belongs to those who can rule it. It has always been so. And it is true of Avalon and the whole world.
Your ideologies and dreaming make me sick.
Words, words, words have always been your strong point, Tribunus. But the fight is inevitable here. You mean the Legionnaires? They were just a diversion, and it worked. My real soldiers are standing right here beside me.
Oh, wow. Okay, I think we have a problem. Have they made him immune? Is that it? Well, we're going to see how well we can deal with these guys. Everybody's starting with necrosis. That's already bad. Octavius Ramos goes over here. Do a little this, do a little that. We're putting this up as a distraction. And we're ready for next turn. Come here, you little sucker. Drink. Mars. Well, my friend, doesn't look that great, does it? Now he's burning on top of all of that. And we're good to go. Next turn will be his last.
You're still here.
Is he... Wait, damage resistance, what does that do? Okay, nothing of importance. Oh, beautiful.
What is your command?
We still need to deal with the Colossi, but I think we're going to be okay. Triple hit. Comes in from the back. Hits again.
For Sulla!
And again.
Woe to the conquered.
We are spreading out. Don't want to get all of that AoE damage.
Eternal Rome.
We're getting a few extra armor, although we already know that taunting doesn't work on them. Still, the armor does.
They ran deep. Finally.
May you find peace.
I can hear Tartarus calling.
Yeah, the chain had worked.
I'll be quick.
One, two, three, four. Then we're moving to here.
Behold the Maiden of Death.
Should have maybe cleansed, to be fair. Yeah, likely should have cleansed.
For the Legion.
Next turn, we're going to jump in, and it's going to be good. What does power up do? Uh, 30% weapon damage. Well, that's okay.
I decide who dies.
Let's
or
remove
lives.
his armor.
Now you die.
Okay, fantastic. Trying to remove all of the armor before moving in. And just out of curiosity, this is, yeah, very much killing him. Look at that. Merlin is back.
You have prevailed. Good. This fledgling Roman colony might not be that useless after all.
The goddess of the lake brought me here for a reason.
I never doubted that. The lady has already committed grave mistakes with good intentions, or she would do that in the future. Nevertheless, the Mad Emperor is here, leading a legion of demons into the heart of Avalon. But the Round Table is united. The She is gathering armies, and the Lady of the Lake has returned. There is hope.
The Ninth Legion is a fearsome enemy. They used to be the best soldiers in the most powerful empire in the world, and Nerva has turned them into demons.
The city is yours, Roman. Consider it as a gift. In return, we want you to join our war for Avalon. This is a message from Mordred, Lord of the Round Table. Never forget it.
Merlin's the best.
This war may be to our advantage after all. It could remove many obstacles to the future of eternal Rome. Divide et impera, as we Romans say.
That is part and rule. For those who don't know Latin or have never heard it. And it describes the division of forces.
Is this what victory feels like? Is this our eternal Rome? The empire of terror and destruction? No. This is the beginning of the end. Emperor Sulla and his 9th Legion escaped Tartarus to devour Avalon and the world. The goddess of the lake called us to battle against the darkness, and we joined her cause. We will fight alongside Camelot, for the honor of Rome. If that is what it takes, I will kill Sulla and all the dark gods myself. I am a Roman patrician of the Julius gens. My honor does not end in death. Avalon will be our new home. It is our second chance to remain true Romans after death. Forever.
Complete the story in roguelike and complete the story with her. I thought I read in Steam when I purchased this that there are around 30 missions. You've chosen the path of life. May the light Vesta grant you your steps. The story of the 9th Legion is over for now, but new missions are awaiting you in the end game. Ah, okay, fantastic. So there is an end game in the true fashion of this game. I would assume we're going to see a few harder enemies, but let's first level up. So our tank build worked beautifully. I like it a lot. Hero gains 10% weapon damage for each ally. The counterattack is good, I like it. Or alternatively, we're knocking back side targets and we could cause knockdown. Let's just do full knockback, because the skill isn't bad, and if we next time do destabilize and sweeping strike, then the idea is tock tock tock, 3 hits, and then like knock everybody back and also knock them down. Fortunately, a lot of enemies are immune to knockdown, but it's still a neat little feature. We could go into more weapon damage, which I think is the way to go for him. Gavius Messala has done a fantastic job. The knockback, Not sure if I like the crippling blow. It's low damage, but you could just jump to someone and push them away and finish them with reach attack. This here does knockback, and it could also deal stun, and then you could deal more damage. I can see how they intended it to do. You push back, you stun, and then you do 50% more damage against that, which is significant, don't get me wrong, but I think overall, let's just upgrade pure weapon damage. So, Gaius Julius Manto. has a lot of pure weapon damage. Allies gain more damage for each unit the hero kills. I think that's actually a really good skill. Helps the others to dish out more damage. I also was intrigued by Terror, because here's the thing, like, it is 2 tiles, you can make it 3, and they gain -2 AP. You can put them, could put weakness on, and you can do it every second turn. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I think we're just going with Motivate. I've never had that skill, and I think it is a nice combination. Palisades are so good, by the way. They just help shaping the battlefield. Good. He went down, Floranius Drusos, the last time. So I am thinking, what can we do in order to not let that happen again? Minus damage from range. We already dodge range attacks, so that's not the solution. Reduce armor loss. We just don't have a lot of armor. He has a shite armor. That's part of the problem. So it is correct to do kind of a dodge build with him. We could go into this and then reduction of special skills. This here would give him armor. I think we need raw armor for a situation like in the last battle. And by the way, armor loss reduction in itself isn't that great, but the armor that comes after it, that'll be the real kicker. Good, more burning damage is an option. Could do that. We can also go into faster than flame. Hero gains weapon damage per currently burning unit, which is great. Burning applies for longer. And we gain AP. That in itself is also a nice skill. We've covered all of the bases, and it's now just a matter of either becoming more tanky via spell resistance or dealing more damage. I think we want to be more tanky. By thinking about it, we already have 3 damage dealers, and she just needs to survive. Like, that's her job. And with that, I think we are doing well. Let's go into Nova Roma. Let's upgrade the ranged weapon damage, because we wanted to do that. Let's see if we do have anything meaningful here. No. Our armor is throughout better. Only real bad armor is the one of Florinius Drusos. Then what else do we have? Arthurian Wall grants additional, this is this year, so that would be 80% damage reduction, stun immunity, but costs more souls. Not worth it. This one is better. First AP, yeah, we had that already. +2 movement, damage from range. I think we just need to sell all of that and also get some building resources. That and that, that and that, that, and that, and that. If we could get... Nah, we're just wait first for the merchant. What a nice armor here. Ignore 50% of armor breaking. So... Okay, so... let's see, is there anything here that would be beneficial? Once per turn? Nah, well, partially. Like, that's not too bad. The vitality, regain vitality, the armor is not that great, but we could upgrade that. This here looks nice. Less armor problems and a bit more vitality. That's not bad. Balance redistributes armor between heroes. That's so and so. The consumable one we already got. Doppelgangers last until the end of the encounter. That might be an interesting one. 1 AP, more armor breaking. And a nice extra feature. His doppelgangers are quite expensive though. Let's get that, because we want all of these items. Let's sell the stuff that we do have. And we can afford one of the items. So, what are we going to buy? So this here, Wall of Blades creates 2 additional blades. Gain additional vitality, additional damage for lost vitality. And knockback pushes further. That's not bad. That's a good sword. The Wall of Blade one is nice. It was actually very nice. I think this here is my go-to pick, because it would make him way more tanky. The armor breaking reduction is great. This here is also not bad, the 1 AP. Lasts until the end of the encounter. Straight up 1 AP is good. But I think in case of a doubt, we're taking the defensive option. In case of doubt, we're taking the defensive option. Mainly because that is our win condition. And I want to make sure that we keep the win condition. We're going to upgrade this here after the next mission. Let's use the merchant's restock immediately. Get another hit point potion. That's not bad. And we got plenty of items. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright. How about ending the episode here? I think we've done well. And everybody's happy. Very good. That's it. Base campaign done. Time for the end game. Let's go. Take care and see you on the next one. Bye-bye.